Hi, this is Stacia, and I'm going to play a training game on chess.com. Just played in 1800 and agreed to a fairly quick draw. A little disappointed in myself, but now I have time for another game. So let's go ahead and start it now. Yay, got the white pieces. Okay, we're playing a 1700. Let's go into the Italian game. Okay. Well, my move is knight g5 here, so I'll play it. d5. Takes knight a5 is the way it should go. There are some other sidelines, though, that I don't know very well. Like takes b5, for example. I think there I play bishop f1. This is the only move. I mean, okay, yeah, he should play here now. Wow. Okay, we're going to have a fried liver attack with this move. This is part of my repertoire. I don't think this is immediately winning. Some people, I mean, grandmasters might say that it is. But it's actually a real opening still. So we're going to go queen f3 check. That's a fork. And the only way to defend the knight is to play king e6. Very suspicious move. But, ooh, okay, this is supposed to be bad. I can now take that knight, get my piece back. Probably I'll take with the bishop. Takes check. If they block, maybe I take this knight. Because then if they take my queen, I pivot back and take back. So I kind of like that. So also check. I mean, if they move their king, I'm pretty happy. So here takes, can they do anything else? They could take the bishop. Then I could take. I'm on the rook. That must be good. I think this is the right move. Let's try that. In here. Okay. I should have looked ahead a little more careful. I'm noticing now that if the bishop had a check, I would lose my queen. But there is no check. So I think this is fine. I think I'm going to grab this pawn, attacking the rook. And the pawn. If he has to play rook c8, that's kind of sad. So let's take. Then likely I will castle. Or maybe knight c3. Oh, that move guards the rook. That's a good move. Knight c3 and I could come here. That seems promising. So knight c3, what do you think he would play? He might try like rook b8, rook here. I think my queen can always like come back like this and then maybe pivot to the other side of the board if needed. There's no b pawn to attack. There are rook moves though, aren't there? Like the rook could end up here. I don't think I'm getting trapped though. Okay, I'm going to play this. Idea knight e4. forking the bishop and the queen. This doesn't work because I would take it. Just gotta keep an eye on f7. Maybe they'll try this. Oh, they did that. Okay. Wow, are they gonna grab my c-pawn? Or are they just guarding? Also, if I castle, there's bishop h3. Ooh, if bishop h3, I play queen check and win the bishop. So I think I will castle, just because it's a nice little threat. If the queen takes this pawn, I actually might play here. I'm up material, right? So maybe I should have played d3. I don't know. Yeah, he grabbed that pawn in a hurry. So I would love to move my knight and have a check, but I don't know how to do that. Okay, I could check. Maybe here, but then I better be careful. You know, I think I'm better here but not winning. Because I'm not really, am I up material? Maybe not. So I better keep my guard up. All right, check. Here. I don't know, is my queen good there? Because a rook's going to come here. But I can't move my knight currently. Okay, I'm going to try this. So I think I need to keep queens on the board because that king's in the center. He's never going to castle. The two bishops, though, can be pretty annoying. Yeah, he wants to trade queens. I do not want to trade queens. So what do I do? What about queen e2? Okay, I need to play d4. Knight e4. Okay, he steps back. I would love to have a rook on f3. So I'm very tempted to play like a4 and rook a3, the trash can move. It's like kids play that in the opening, and I call it the trash can opening. Well, a4 would be interesting. I should definitely think about d4. Can I play that? Like if he takes. Is there a follow-up? I guess here attacking, he could defend. If d3, I'm kind of threatening that. I would at least win a bishop. I mean, take away the bishop here. Maybe d3 is correct. What about f4? Ooh. f4 if he takes, though. Okay, let's go d3 with the idea of f4. Defending f4 one more. He's trying to hide his king away. It's a good idea. Can I play this? Check, I guess he goes back. Takes. Takes. Am I even better there? Am I even better now? I'm not sure. I'm definitely not sure. Okay, if f4 and he goes here, and I do take, you can take back. Yeah, I don't know. I think my bishop needs to get out, so. Wow, there's some weird animals outside. I'm actually thinking about b3, but it looks weakening too. I want to play bishop a3. There's nothing coming to that diagonal. So, b3. I don't know. I think I misplayed this. I shouldn't have let him take that c-pawn, I'm realizing. But we have to go on from here. So he has the two bishops. Rook ac1, maybe. I guess he'll go here. Maybe knight g3. Of course, he's playing instantly now, of course. Yeah, I might need to put my bishop back here and try to get that in or something. This bishop's on the same diagonal as the king, so I don't have any like checks. But I probably do still want to play f4, but I'll have to play king h1, I think. I don't want this to happen. My knight's on a good square, but at the same time. Not exactly sure what he's doing. This bishop's annoying. Okay. That is a threat. Maybe I go f3. God, f3 bishop here, though. I think I'm okay. Gotta play king h1, though. I also have to watch out, because yeah, I think he's going to try to play e4 and threaten checkmate, so probably my knight needs to come back. I feel like this bishop's out of play. Okay, knight g3 comes with tempo now. Ooh, what about rook here? Rook here? If here, takes. e5 doesn't matter because the bishop's gone. So I actually think that's a good trade for me. He's bringing his rook up, I think. If bishop takes, I think I'm fine. He does have a check. I don't know why I didn't see he could move his bishop away. All right, king h1. Where do I block? If he goes back, my bishop's improved. And if he takes, I'm happy because Don't want him to have the bishop here. So I have to be mindful of this. Yeah, he went back. Okay. Knight g3 is a move. I'm not sure it's any good. Knight up is a move. Not sure that's any good either. He'll go here. So what do I need to do here? Let's repeat once. Should I take another draw? I kind of think so. I think I'm worse. Nope, sorry, gotta analyze. Okay. So I obviously went wrong. All right, what I want to do is figure out, see if we can pinpoint the moment without the engine where things went wrong. Let's do self-analysis. Okay, here. Because, I mean, I think I had a really good advantage. This is all theory. I think this move is correct. And I think this move is probably correct. You know what? Maybe it's not. Maybe I should trade queens here. I'm not sure. If I trade queens, he has the two bishops and the attack's over and his king's maybe better placed. So, wow. It actually says he played 0 inaccuracies, zero mistakes, 0 blunders. Hey, I put on self-analysis and this came up anyway. Come on, Just.com. Okay, this is better. All right, so taking, I mean, how bad could this be? I just took a pawn. So I have 7 pawns and he has 5. So 2 pawns up should be winning. So I think I messed up when the queen took on c3. That's what I think. So I shouldn't allow this. I should play d3 right here, I think. Instead, I castled and allowed this. I mean, it's just a pawn, yes, but also I just fractured my structure. You know, this guy just became isolated and weak. And I thought I would have, I honestly thought I would have some active moves coming up. But that didn't turn out to be the case, right? Like check? I don't know if check is right. I'm actually wondering about f4 right away. Like, what about this? Like, f4 takes and this. I don't know. It's just a crazy idea, but I mean, this is threatening. This is maybe a thing because then there's discoveries of the king. So I think this is where I went wrong. Queen f3 check because then he blocks. So I helped him get his queen back to safety because his queen was on an excursion to nowhere. I put the queen back into play with queen f3 check. And then I had to go more passive. Yeah, and here he has time. He has time to get his king safe. I mean, once they're able to do this in the fried liver, then usually it's just equal or maybe you're worse. I mean, if I had more pawns, that wouldn't be true. But do I have more pawns? I guess I'm still a pawn up. So what happened? I was still a pawn up this whole time, but he has the 2 bishops. Yeah, so I drew it. Well, let's go ahead and look at this with the engine now. So apparently I was better. And I made 2 mistakes. But I'm kind of surprised that the computer says he made 0. Like, it looks like he played a perfect game. He has 4 good moves instead of excellent, is the point. So let's have a look at this. Maybe this will tell us what we want to know. Okay, Queen F3 check is book. This is what I thought. I thought this was a mistake. If I could do this again, I would play D3. Notice that he cannot take here. I'm actually defending. So I think D3 is the move. Maybe not. Okay, D3 is good, but not the best move. What would the best move be? I'd be terrified to play knight E4. Like, I don't know. That seems wrong to me. Like knight E4, bishop F5. D3 then. It could be the move. Or it could be D4. Could also be Queen F3 check. It says Rook A B8. You know what? Doesn't this blunder this? I guess it doesn't because I take with check and it's a discovery. So it actually loses for black. Interesting. All right, well, what is the best move then? Rook H to F8. What? Wow. Oh, it's talking about black. Sorry. I thought it was telling us to do this. I was like, what? Okay, it's getting late here. It's 1:30 in the morning. It's starting to show. All right, well, let's see what the engine does want here because I'm a little... Oh, now it says D3 is the best move. Come on. It told me it was just good. Now it says it's the best. Okay. But we know this is a mistake because he gets to take the pawn. And that actually works out for him a bit. Let's continue our key moments. So yeah, I was up here at +2 almost. And then when I let him take the pawn, I was more like +1. Oops. So it says that's good. What's the best then? Queen F3 check is also possible. Yeah, I guess the thing here is, well, I would expect this move, or maybe just back. Why couldn't he do this? If he does this, we go Queen E3. And if he comes back again, now it says we castle. Interesting. All right, and if he grabs the pawn, we play D3. So I guess we're saying, nope, you're not coming back here anymore. But here, I would think he has time to play this move maybe. And then it says I should go rook to d1. Wow. All right, well, I don't really understand this position. Like, what if he just hides his queen away? Rook d2. Oh, the queen's trapped. I just noticed that this square's gone. So we were trying to trap the queen. Huh, cool. The hand got caught in the cookie jar. That's what Yasser Sarawan says. Okay. Well, in the game, d3. Let's go back to our key moments. Yeah, and it was a balanced game here, which is kind of what I thought. Also, I have to admit to you guys, sometimes I'm paranoid that sometimes if my opponents are in a bad position and then they start playing instant good moves every move, I am skeptical that they might have turned an engine on or something. Because it's like, what the heck? But did that happen here? Let's have a look and see if it did. I mean, if he played the top engine move every time, then I might think he did. So starting right, okay, right here, he should take, we know this. I checked. Queen f5 is the best move, although that's pretty natural. I went here, now it says Queen g4. Okay, he did not play that. I went here, it says Rook hd8 or Bishop e7. He didn't play either one. So, okay, I'm convinced he wasn't cheating. He probably was just using my time to think and predicting my moves. Yeah, and then, so did I really lose all my advantage? What happened? So instead of this move, I can play King h1 or f3. Yeah, in hindsight, this move's kind of pointless. The knight's good here. It's blocking the bishop, and he can never be kicked away by a pawn. And he's closer to my king side, so he's kind of like guarding the king side a little bit. So I do think this was pointless. It also blocked my bishop. Yeah, and the knight just had to come back, so it just wasted time to play knight c5. Now, I was still better here. It said balanced game before, now it says plus 1.3. Oh, it's saying that because it's a draw after bishop e6. It's a draw. So if I wanted to play on here, I should just play king h1. Yeah. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm disappointed because, you know what? I didn't even realize I was a pawn up. Or I kind of did, but I kind of was focused on the fact that he has these two bishops. And I actually thought it was more equal than it is. So I actually do have an advantage here. I just honestly had no idea that I had an advantage. But it's really just comes in the form of a pawn. So, okay, well, I guess I got 2 draws tonight, and that's my own fault because well, I took early draws. So I guess that's all for now, and I'll be back with more chess. Okay, bye.